Yo, we're back again. Another Yapper video, guys. Appreciate
Hey,
y'all tuning in. This is we're just to date this, by the way. We're recording this right after we recorded the video about some fails and lessons that we learned. And try to relate those, Minecraft and real life together. But this is a topic we mentioned in that video. And enjoy the journey. Some people say the best part about reaching a goal is enjoying the journey to get there. And I'm like, this might warrant its own video because this is an entirely different thing. So we took a little half hour hiatus between
hmm
recording that. Now we're back with this one because I'm like, hey, strike while the iron's hot. This topic's hot on my head right now. Let's talk about this.
we going back to
So
back.
this is something that's really close to me. I think it's close to Blake. It's something I really like most people to realize and have it close to your heart as well. And it's kind of talking about enjoying the journey rather than just the destination. There's an old phrase for that. And that's stop and smell the roses, right? That's why people used to take road trips. They
Yeah,
would they would take a road trip. Hey, I'm going to from New York to California. Well, are you going to drive straight 20 some odd hours to California? You're going to
no,
stop in the Midwest somewhere and check out some exhibits. Maybe the only thing the small towns have. Go check out the exhibits they got there. Go see some new stuff. Stop and smell the roses, right?
yeah,
Enjoy the journey. And that can be applied to both the game, Minecraft, or whatever game you like to play, but also your day-to-day life. Like that's something I look at and I hold near and dear to me. So wanted to bring that out and kind of talk about it together.
yeah, for sure. So, like, obviously, the journey is what makes it interesting. Not to sound like a Hallmark card, and be like, oh, well, you got to enjoy the journey. It's not always the destination. But genuinely, yes, it does make it more rewarding. But you also have to have those little milestones in between, man, because honestly, there are great things along the way to remind you, hey, as long as you have in your back of your mind and in your heart your reason for doing whatever you're doing while you're trying to get to your destination, that journey will make it that much more enjoyable. Personally, we will definitely leave some reasons throughout this video, and we're going to actually share them with you guys.
I agree. I agree. I concur, rather. I guess that's the better wording. Um, let's let's kick this off with a question. This is something I wrote down in my little notes for this. Have y'all ever noticed that some of the best memories you make in your life are kind of during your struggles, those unexpected detours that come up along the way, moments that didn't go kind of how you planned them out to happen, create some of those best memories in your life? Something just didn't go right. That's how we came up with the examples for this video. Is like legit. These are stories we just laughed about.
Oh, for
Um,
sure.
and that's some of the most fond memories I have of growing up and Blake and I being best friends here. It's really easy to look at it and kind of get fixated on the end goal, where you're going to end up.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but the truth is, man, that journey that you take to get there is where the real magic and the fun is.
That's where you build your
It's
character.
yeah, exactly. You do a little character development, as they might say.
Yeah. No, for sure. I mean, that's the thing, right? Is like whether it's big or small, it's just kind of one of those things. Whether it's like, for example, we'll just use our YouTube channel, right? You guys know where we started. Very humble beginnings, and we're still early. I mean, this is just over a month now. This is being recorded. A few days over our channel's month anniversary, and we've already learned so much. With me, especially with just editing and stuff, I've relearned some stuff that I learned a long time ago back in high school to edit stuff, and I've picked up new stuff along the way. There's been frustrating things where I'm like, okay, I thought I knew how to do this, or you just find ways to overcome whatever hurdles you got, and it makes it more enjoyable. And that payoff is fantastic because we come up with video ideas. We get together very frequent, even throughout our work week. We have lunch breaks together, and we'll say, hey, I got some cool ideas. Braden's very good at that. He'll come to me all the time with new ideas. I'm kind of the creative guy, and he comes up with the cool ideas. So it just merges together and makes obviously what you guys know this channel as.
Dude, not only at work, dude, we spend nights as often as we can. We do a lot of our recording late at night. Once again, to date ourselves right now, it's 11 o'clock at night. We're recording this on a
Yep.
Sunday evening because this is when we want to carve out time. We want to dedicate ourselves to this and really spend some time. So we sit and we brainstorm for hours because I want to make a video that is one, enjoying to watch, but two, also fun for us to make. It's not great to just dig right in and ad lib everything. I don't script either, though. We certainly do not read from a script in our videos. I hope y'all can tell that. If these were scripts, they'd be pretty bad. No, we just kind of ad lib things, but I like to take notes. So like, hey, here's some stuff. If we're talking in a commentary, hey, here's some stuff I want to talk about. But kind of on the topic of this video, we're having a great time doing this. This is so fun to us to make these videos, for us to get together and enjoy a fun game we haven't gotten to play as much in recent years. It's all about the journey. I mean, obviously the end goal is for us to be big on YouTube. Who's going to say that's not the goal if you're starting out creating content? Absolutely. I want to be a big YouTuber, but I also want to do something different than those other big YouTubers. I want to engage with you guys who watch the videos, because that's what I like the most. I want to talk to the people that wanted to take time out of their day to watch something that we put together.
Oh,
That's super important to me. So that's kind of how we want to do it. We're trying to enjoy the journey now, for what we're doing. And I really just wanted to bring this out and tell you guys, hey, you should do the same thing in your life or in your game. A lot of games, think World of Warcraft, that's a huge grind. I mean, that game has hundreds or thousands of hours of grinding. Or RuneScape, these old games, they have so much grinding in them. Oh, Minecraft, there's so much you can do before you get to a point in a survival world where you can just build whatever the heck you want, or go travel across the 7 seas to go do something. You got to get a lot of resources first. That's a huge grind to get there, but you're going to find some of the funniest moments in your journey happen, or maybe even the best moments in your journey happen while you're getting there.
Yeah,
Once you get to the top, you're kind of like, oh, I'm out of stuff to do, but it was fun to get here. I remember what happened on day 2 when I started this world. That was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. I mean, everybody remembers their beginnings and their, the middle of their story, but a lot of the times, they are like, okay, well, now what? At the end of it all. So it's like you reflect on a lot of stuff, but to go back with relating to the real life scenario part of this, right, is, when you're going through brainstorming ideas, coming up with stuff, learning from your mistakes, it really does make you grow as a person. Like again with this channel, I mean, there's, we've tried a bunch of stuff and we've been interactive with you guys, and so have you with us in the community pages or the videos. And we appreciate that. It helps us tune this channel to keep giving you content more of what you like. What you don't like, less of course. And, we just dial that in to where we can make it feel as personal as possible, while still having a great time doing it. And again, just getting you guys exactly what you're looking for. Because, we're not mind readers. We have an idea what you like, but we still like to hear from you about it, especially from time to time.
Absolutely. And I mean, that kind of brings us to the first lesson. Embrace the process. I mean, that's the first step to enjoying the journey. Embrace the process, man. Embrace the struggle. Embrace the hustle. Roll through everything that's going on. It's really easy to get caught up in what things are going to happen at the end of the day, but you got to just focus on finding joy in that process. There's going to be some really cool small wins. That's the best thing to celebrate. I mean, that could be, hey, once again, my goal is to be a CEO, but I just got a promotion at work. That's a small victory. Go celebrate that. Exactly. You earned it. Go take yourself out to dinner.
Yeah.
Go enjoy some dinner and go to somewhere new that you've never been before. Enjoy that new experience. That's a memory you won't forget.
Oh, for sure.
You'll think back to that in 5 years or 10 years when you've reached that goal and be like, hey man, I remember when I got my first promotion at work. I went out to go get dinner at this really cool new restaurant, whatever it may be for you. Insert your thoughts there. And it's really cool to think back to that and say, man, that was the first big step in my journey, the first stepping stone to help me ascend to the heights that I've ascended to now at the top of the top of wherever I want to be.
Oh, absolutely.
Find joy in the struggles that come across along the way when you're learning something new. It is not easy. You're going to come across challenges that come up in the way. You're going to see stuff that you never thought would happen, because we can plan for things, but there's always going to be a challenge that pops up in the way. Some curveball is going to get thrown at you along the way. And it's okay. Embrace the curveball, embrace the struggle, have fun with that, learn from it, come back with a better plan and beat it. That's part of your journey through life or through whatever you want to take a journey through. It's an interesting concept to think about, but once again, Blake and I both worked the sales job for a while. And when I first started, I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't know how to talk to anybody. Really didn't have a lot of self-confidence. I was kind of afraid to come out of my shell and talk to people. I know a lot of people today are in the same boat, but what it took for that was just talking to more people and getting used to talking to people. Not a big fan of throwing the can lines around that, they're trying to teach in the sales world, but I think that was what made me different from other people. Was I'm going to have a normal conversation with you. I'm not here to sell you something. I'm here to help you find the cheapest vehicle that fits your needs to
Yes.
connect that to the car world.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just treat people right, that they'll understand, and everything works out for you in the end. But that's part of that journey to learning to be a salesperson the right way.
Oh, for sure.
Don't be a snake. Don't be that's kind of a scumbag with it. Do it right.
No, exactly. And just, really quick to go back with the YouTube thing with the struggles. I mean, if anybody knows struggles, it's us with this computer that I got, but we've learned to work around it and make it work for us. I've basically learned to see what works for it so then it can work for us and for you guys, of course. And going with formatting the shorts videos and stuff. I mean, when we started, you'll see the shorts content looked much different than it does now if you were around at that time. I think we've got something that works really well, and you guys have been very vocal about it, especially on a lot of the viral videos, at least for this channel viral, and you guys have really enjoyed the shorts. We're going to try to give you a lot better quality shorts. I don't want to just pump out 50 shorts and then just call it a day. I want these videos to make you laugh and be like, okay, I want to watch that 4 times. I want to send it to my friend. And,
Like, that was pretty funny.
Yeah, exactly.
So let me pose a question to you.
Okay.
Well, to the audience, in this case. Think about the first time you started a new hobby or a new job or something else that was new that you had to obviously undertake a journey to go on. Think about the challenges that you had, and then the small wins that you had with it, and also all the failures and losses that you had with that too. What did you learn? What did you bring with you? That's the question I got for you in our conclusion for today. Drop your coolest journey that you've been on, or 2, let us know where you failed in your journey and what you learned from that and how you went forward to the next one. It helps you create a better plan, and it creates the best memories. You're going to think back to, like I said, let me give you an example. I think back to the first time in Minecraft I figured out how to correctly space blocks. So I used to build things that were not symmetrical. Like I'd build little dirt huts with, like, you remember those where I build like the 1 block on one side, the door, and then 2 blocks on the other, and it's 4 blocks instead of symmetrical, where there's 2 on each side and a door in the middle for the 3rd block.
Yep.
I think back then I was like, bro, I don't understand geometry, first of all.
No.
But I figured it out. Not so great at geometry in the real world, but in Minecraft geometry, I think I can figure it out most of the time. Don't make a mistake here and there, but part of it. I just think back to the time I built my first dirt hut with a 5 block setup with a door, and I was like, yo, this looks so much better.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he got the windows put up. He's fine now.
Really, of course I put glass in there. I put glass on every build, man. I'm weird. I like glass paints. Can't wait till we do something where we can use glass paints. It's fun.
Oh, for sure.
I'll probably eventually implement a texture pack with like clear glass, because I like Optifine kind of deal with clear glass. It looks pretty cool.
I agree. I think, obviously the old glass is nostalgic, but man, you can't see out of it. It kind of defeats the purpose of the glass. Might as well have a solid block. But all things aside, we just want to thank you guys again for been tuning in, especially on the longer form content. We got a mix of people that like the short and long form, and we're trying to give you a good mix of both. Again, let us know down in the comment section below what you enjoyed about the video. Share some of your experiences with us, of course. I'm sure you guys have at least had one that you can share, that you feel like sharing. And of course,
really love to hear your stories.
Yeah.
I'd really love to hear your stories. Like I want to know what you guys have seen, what you've come across. It's cool to us. We want to engage with you, be a part of your journey as much as we can as well. But that's mostly what I got. Keep until next time we catch y'all. Keep journeying on. Keep taking those small wins. Keep failing and learning from it. Just enjoy the journey. That's all I got. Stop and smell the roses.
Absolutely.
See y'all next time.
Later.